Hey guys, how you doing today? Happy Thursday. It's me, Sharita Jones, checking in. Wanted to come to you to talk to you today about, just doing it. I want to first, guys, before I say anything else, welcome Drea, welcome, yay! Woo! Welcome back to Cincy, Drea. We missed you and so glad that you chose us to rejoin Cincy, and just welcome. Woo! Yes, indeed, guys. I'm so excited. Any flyer, guys, that you see that we posted on the page, feel free to use it because there are some flyers that I posted today that talk about any former consultants that used to be a part of Cincy. You can post those on your page. You just never know who used to be a consultant, because I know I have tons of people on my page that had no clue they used to be a consultant, but hey, you just never know. So anywho, guys, just wanted to come to you today, guys, and just talk about the word fear for a moment. Fear. And when you hear that word, I think I turn fear into fierce. Be fierce. So yes, I turn that word into fierce, because there's a lot of things that go on in your mind when you're afraid. You know, when you think about being the word fear. You know, when you watch a scary movie, you're like, oh my God, I don't want to be afraid. You know, from Friday the 13th to Freddy Krueger, to all those things that make you scared and make you fearful. The mind is a very, very tricky thing, guys, when you decide that you want to let your mind overtake you. I just want to share this with you humbly, as I possibly know how, to share with you guys about fear. I remember, guys, when I first learned how to skate, I only had one skate at the time, because, you know, you had to share a skate. You on the block hanging out with the neighborhood kids, and you have your two skates. Hey, Jessica. Hey, girl. And you have your two skates. And you say, okay, I'll share one of my skates with you. So you're skating on that one skate. Now, that's fine, because you have one foot that's free with a gym shoe on that protects you and keeps you from totally falling. But when you get on both of those skates, oh my goodness, let me tell you, the fear of you falling is something serious in your mind when you can't think of balance and fear at the same time. So you say, okay, it's either one or the other. Either I fall and I hurt myself, or I get my mind together and tell myself that I can do it while you're riding on these skates. So I remember learning how to ride on skates, and I remember hitting the ground so hard where I hurt my elbow and hurt my knee, but I got back up. Even though I was afraid of falling a second time, I got back up, and I tried again, and I tried again, and I kept trying. So even though I was fearful of being on those skates, I still tried. The next fearful thing I did in my life that I can remember was learning how to ride a bike. Guys, let me tell you, okay? I used to tear the neighbor's fence up learning how to ride a bike. Not only did I tear the neighbor's fence up, I would tear up myself. They used to tell my grandmother, hey, can you keep her from coming down here? Because every time she gets on that bike, she tears up our fences. And I did a very good job of tearing up their fences. And I did a very good job in busting up my knee and busting up my elbow and learning how to ride a bike. I was afraid every day when I got on that bike. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna fall. But the more and more I told myself, the more and more I fell. But the more and more that I told myself that I was going to be determined to ride that bike, oh my God, I learned how to ride that bike to the point where I became like the neighborhood daredevil. And I'm telling you, I'm doing this at 7 years old now. I want to do what the boys did. They built the little high ramps with the little wood pieces in the middle, and I would take off on my bike riding as fast as I could down, the only girl, as fast as I could now, riding down that pathway to do one of those crazy daredevil in the air kind of thing on my bike. Now, sometimes I would land well, and sometimes I would hit a car. I mean, you name it, but I did it. I was afraid, I was scared, but I did it. And sometimes you just have to do it anyway. Even if you are afraid to walk up to a person and say, hi, my name is Sharita Jones, and I'm a Cincy consultant. Have you ever heard of Cincy? Have you ever had an experience with Cincy? Sometimes you just be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. But what I've learned to do in the midst of stepping outside my comfort zone is I go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hi, how are you? My name is Sharita Jones. Have you ever had an experience with Cincy? Now, they're going to look at me like I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But at the end of the day, while my knees are knocking, I don't know if you ever watched Scooby-Doo. You see how Shaggy is standing there, him and Scooby-Doo, they're standing there, their knees are knocking and their knees are shaking, yet they still solved crimes. They still were afraid, but they still solved the crime, even though they were afraid of the big bad monster. So the moral of the story is to do it anyway, guys, even if you are afraid with your knees are knocking. The next story that I can bring you up to 2017 was when I first told myself that I could become a director, that I wanted to go for it and I wanted to become a director. I wrote my number down. I said, okay, this is what I need to do. This is how many conversations I need to have. This is how many people I need to reach out to. I was scared out of my mind, guys. Trust me when I tell you this. I said, oh my God, that's huge. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. I mean, just the thought of it, I get butterflies in my stomach. I really, really do. I get scared, the thought of it, and when I think about it. But I knew that I wanted it. And I wasn't going to let nothing stand in my way. Not fear, not me. I wasn't going to let me get in the way, you know. And I renew my mind and say, okay, Sharita, you got this. Okay, Sharita, you can do this. Okay. And I would just do whatever I could to talk positive things and do positive affirmations so I wouldn't talk myself out of my goal. And here I am, a director. So that's all I want to say to you guys, that is you can do it. You can do anything you set your mind to, anything that you want to do, because I truly believe that wholeheartedly and sincerely. Just speak to yourself and tell yourself, I can do this, and go for it. Write it down, make a plan, put it somewhere that you can see it every day, and work towards those goals. Make a stride every day to be the best that you can be. So that's all I want to say today, guys. That is my tip for today, is that do it anyway. Even if you're scared out of your mind, be the best mom you can be the best teacher you can be, the best doctor you can be, the best lawyer you can be, the best Cincy consultant you can be. But do it anyway, even if you're scared. Do all you can to get over that fear, even when you're riding on the roller coasters. How many times do you be scared out of your mind when you get on a roller coaster? But as soon as you get to the bottom, you say while you're at the top, like, God, please don't let me die. But by the time you get on that roller coaster, guys, and you make it all the way up to the top, and you make it down to the bottom, you're just grateful that you're alive, but then you want to do it again, you know? So just go for it, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go for it. So that's all I want to say, guys. Talk to you later. Have an amazing day, guys. Love ya. Cincy Spirit, and keep up the great work, guys. Woo! Let's rock out November. Talk to you soon. Thank you, guys. Love you. Bye.